Hey y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, sometimes y'all were just about a couple of days ago, right? Mm. And I like to tell a little story about myself so I can feel normal. So a couple of days ago, me and my 10-year itch, I call him my 10-year itch. Um, I don't think we had a falling out. I poked him so much. I'm one of those people I need to poke you and just to feel, just to see if you have feelings, right? I'm just gonna poke you, okay, until I get like the energy or the reaction that I need from you, right? So I guess he's learning that. He's like, man, what? And y'all, we are long distance, not in a bad long distance, like across the world to a different country. Um, we're just long distance, like long distance. So I think that's a lot of aggravation as well. Because somebody asked me and they was like, "Hey, how are y'all when y'all together?" I'm like, "We're chill, we're cool." There's whatever the world got going on, it doesn't involve us. So all our problems is suddenly vanished. There's no damsel in distress moment. There's no, oh, I need this. There's nothing. Life is like, okay, I'm with him now, right? Does that make sense? So, and if we're not like, I think it's starting to like, yeah, we need to do something. At this point, we need to move closer together. At this point now, I'm like, yeah. So I was talking to my mom, and I think she realized that I needed, I don't want to move because of him, but she knows that that's probably going to be a big factor in my moving. And definitely not near him. Maybe like maybe 2 hours. We are 2 hours away now, but maybe it just might be a little bit easier, right? To like finish up, you know, the closing or trying to figure something out, right? So my friend, she had called me and she's like, I was just thinking what she was telling me. She's like, I never seen a guy deals with a woman like you in my life. And I was like, what? He's like, you're not crazy, but you're crazy. You're crazy. You need to, and she's like, I don't know if he likes the fact that you're a little crazy or he likes you. Like I'm not at this point. I don't know which one he likes, and I was like, Lord have mercy. So at one point of time, I think I have to come to okay. Do we move near each other now? What is the problem? Because there's I like I said before, it's a it's a period that we when we don't see each other. I think that's when we get aggravating towards each other. Does that? Yeah. So I'm starting to feel that way now. Like, darn. Because at first, I wasn't trying to make the effort of, like really going that next step by living in the same state or not no, we're not living together because one, I'm not married to him, and two, um, yeah, yeah, I don't think I can just live with him without having some paperwork. But that's besides the point, y'all. And And she was like talking to me, and when I was telling her, um, she was like, "You have like the best advice, and you live by it. Like you really live by it." And then she's like, "My best advice is don't take nobody's advice on relationships. Just live your own relationship." And she's, she basically disactivated like her whole lifeline on listening to relationships. And she said it was easier for her to, have a conversation with the guy versus, okay, if the guy don't do this, he don't do that, you don't do this, you don't do that. It's easier when you come as you are. Because sometimes people prepare you to come as what they think everybody should go off. And if he's listening to the same BS and you listen to the same BS, y'all both gonna be confused monkeys. So you just go as you are. Have fun. That's my best advice. And I told her I was gonna tell everybody that listen to my channel that is the best advice. Go off and experience dating without any restrictions. Like, oh, if he don't pick you up at 8 o'clock, y'all just go with the flow, and not so flow. Don't go way flow, but just go with the flow. Enjoy having a meal with somebody. Enjoy having a conversation. Enjoy the texting love bombs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to enjoy all that to appreciate what you really want and what you don't want. So, y'all, my thumbnail, I got a couple bones to pick with certain people. So I really want to say everybody say hi to Simply Cherie. I think I semi don't. It's not that I don't like her channel, y'all, but she is one of those people that is using the hell out of her cash app and her problems on social media. So we're gonna get to her in like a second, but I want to drag my claws in Medusa. Medusa, you need to have friends at this point in your life. And I'm being dead ass honest. You need to have friends. You need to fall out with somebody. You need to go start a controversial with something on Twitter or whatever you do. But stay out of Jazz situation. It was funny how you said, well, you see how she started talking about me. Jazz, I'm gonna tell you the reason why she stopped talking to you, talking about you. You don't know more information about Chris than she does. And Chris don't know no information that he is willing to give to Jazz. But trust and believe, if they ever start talking, he will open his mouth if he knows that Jazz needs something like a storyline. Yeah. He will rat out all your shit to that woman. And then she will come back and show everybody this. I don't know if everybody will believe it because it comes from Chris, but she would do the exact same thing. Why you I would never want to go toe to toe with that woman. Like you really like that energy that Jazz puts out. Like, girl, won't you just be her best friend at this point? But that's besides the point. This is what I really want to ask you. So, Medusa, do you remember when you first came out with these part ones, part twos, part threes videos? And that's when Chris came on like the following day after all your videos was shooted out. And he came out and he basically told the world they was going to take your kid, and your kid was behind, and the list goes on. Your kid wasn't dressed appropriate and all this, right? You remember? I remember. But you had screenshots and you had recordings and all this stuff. And it's funny how you did not have Chris was sitting there trying to holler back at you. Because she wanted that she knew that Chris personally, she knew that Chris was still talking to Jazz when she came on the scene, and she started recording, doing snake shit. Y'all, I don't record my baby daddy. I just don't. I don't care that much for anything that he got to say besides, hey, it's already in your bank account. And that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. That's ding, the end of the conversation. Thank you. End of it. I don't need to hear nothing. I don't need to record anything. We don't even need to really talk about kid at this point. Just give me that ching ching and I'm good. So that's besides the point. If he wants to see his kid, he has all the opportunities, but I'm not going to beg him. Okay. So, um, but you did not have once that Chris said that he wanted to be with you. And you have the audacity for you to say that it would never be a big slime. Yeah, it would. Because Big Slime had her claws, her eyes on him for a very long time. She let us know that she was basically like, hey, shooting her shot every moment. So, either way, Chris, if he really wanted to be with you, he wouldn't have you traveling to drop off that kid. Saying he wouldn't have met you halfway to drop off that kid. He would have came all the way to Houston and that mountaineer to pick up his kid to see you. He would never have put Jazz in the car if he wanted to be with you. Do y'all understand the desperate of having a storyline? Like, girl, you and Jazz are in the same situation. And when I mean same situation is you're wanting to make money off of YouTube. Medusa, I would say you're a little bit more articulate. You're a little bit more steadfast in real life. Why don't you just go after what you said? You say you like fashion. You don't need to go to like Ross. Go to the thrift store. Show us how we put clothes together, how we put some styles together. Show us how you cut up those shitty ass shirts. I don't understand why personally you you will still be poking at Jazz at this point. I don't understand. You got subscribers. You have a fan base. Why are you still poking at Jazz? Oh, because it's not about you. Interesting. But if Chris was in a pitch and Jazz had said something about you, I doubt very seriously you would get on this camera and said anything about Jazz. See, your subscribers is only there personally to still know how to get tea on Chris. But they kind of like, she don't got nothing to say because you really don't. You really don't. You don't get money from Chris because y'all. I don't remember when Jazz was like, "Well, Chris gave me $300," and then you said, "Oh, well, I got money from Chris for and Paris got some outfits and then that's the same day that you had to go to the Walmart and return some pills. Y'all remember that? Um, And then in that following couple of weeks later, you said, well, he's probably mad because he got that child support papers. But I thought he already was paying child support because you said he was giving you $200. And then you clarified it later in this recent one that you said, well, Paris not getting anything from her father. But you would say bragging about it. And I want to ask you another thing, Medusa. Did Chris cut you and LaKenda off? Because, Chris seems very persuading. Like, so you don't have anything to talk about on your side for Jazz. I'm assuming because you could tell us some stuff about Chris if you and LaKenya was least cool. But for some odd reason, is that relationship on the rocks as well? I'm just asking because there's no reason why you don't have any tea. And you kept saying, "Oh, I wish somebody come out here and air her tea out." Jazz already aired her own tea out. We don't really need to air out tea from her. We just talk about her. There's no extra tea that Jazz possibly can do that somebody won't know about, or she won't accidentally put out there for the people to see. So find you some content, like I always been saying, and keep it moving. But y'all, I'm done with that. Let's talk about this girl right here. So I am about to share my screen, and I want y'all to see this girl was on social media for 8 days. 8 days. She was on there for 8 days talking about she did not have money for her rent, y'all. And y'all, her story got sadder and sadder. That's not funny, I promise you. But the she stayed online for about 3 hours talking about, and y'all, she got a raspy voice. So we're gonna share my screen. So hold on. Hey King Mike, how you doing? So we're gonna share the screen. We're gonna look at her real quick.
You need somebody to talk to. Somebody says you don't live in New York. No, I don't want to live in New York. I want to start working on this video. Reach out to who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so where we at? So basically, this woman, this woman is telling her subscribers, yes, she stayed on there. This is 8 days, right? So, y'all, if y'all got rent, y'all know rent is always the first to what? The fifth, right? So, her title is Hope I Don't Go Back to the Shelter. Now, I don't got time to watch it all, but I did watch her like yesterday, and I was like, so she basically had all these excuses in the world. Like my son have autism. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I'm not letting a doctor diagnose him with autism. I'm just not. Okay, I don't care if he might be, but I'm not going to diagnose that right now because I know what he's capable of. But to somebody else, he looks like he's not able to do it. I just have that much faith in my son that I don't know what this is, but we're gonna overcome it. So, so her son was sick and she had to miss work. And I'm sitting here, I understand we're mommies. Even if you're a single mom or somebody, your kids get sick. We're gonna miss work. We're gonna have to take them to the doctor. It's understandable. So she basically blaming his sickness or him have to do things that's stopping her from getting a job. But y'all, this is like ridiculous at this point. When you say I hope I don't go back to the shelter, it's like, why would you even say that in the title? Not because you need help and stuff like that. Y'all, I don't understand. If you ever been in a rock bottom place, you're going to try your best to never see that place again. You know what I'm saying? Some people, their rock bottom is depending on not having a car. That's their rock bottom. They have to rely on people for a ride, or that's their rock bottom. Um, Not having a place right then and there for you to be still working. Now I don't know how much her rent is. I don't know, but for you to not even try to put nothing on your bill, your rent is ridiculous to me. What do you mean? So the next video, she showed us her eviction letter. So we're gonna go to this real quick. And y'all, she wanted the people to see her eviction letter.
You guys, and welcome to the channel. They they keep adding fees to my rent because September 9th, 2024, that is today, I had to call out from work because my give me another 3 day notice. It's just like I can't catch a break. So I am coming out here just to show everybody who doubted me that I was telling the truth. Here's another 3 day notice. I'm trying not to go back to the homeless shelter, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go back. So for everybody who said I've been lying about this whole thing, what date does that say?
All right, y'all. Y'all go check her channel out. Give her a subby. Give her a subscribe. Y'all go check her channel out so she don't be in eviction. But when I tell y'all the e-begging is, I originally fought the mommy sector, and the mommy sector, people started seeing, and it wasn't just the mommy sector, y'all. Really, it was like the single mommy era. Okay. Well, I'm just got a new place and I'm having a new baby and all that, those registries, that all caused it. Oh, tip the hostess, tip the family, all that. Yeah, that started it. And then that's when you get bravery. This lady literally told us she had a job. Okay. And y'all, it is what it is. She eats out. Okay, so it's taking money from her rent. Um, and she can't pay her $800 rent. I'm very jealous at this point because I can, y'all. That's like not. It's not two rents, but shit, it's almost two rents at my point. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's almost two rents in my point, and I still got to pay lights and all that stuff. But you feel like you are okay to come on somebody's good old internet and show your eviction notice and talking about this is another 3 day notice, y'all. And and she keeps walking this whole eviction as she's going to the land people, asking them to waive her fees and all this stuff. If y'all don't go out and find you a purpose, put out good content, nobody don't want to see that. And I'm talking to you, Simply Cherie. Nobody don't want to see that. We don't care. People got their own problems. People got health problems. People have, and y'all gotta understand, people really are dying. People are finding solutions. And they can't, oh, I can't afford a $1,700 one-bedroom apartment. I can't afford that. So what they do, they get U-Hauls or RVs. They make it do. And then guess what? They still make content. Don't y'all think it's kind of strange that homeless people will pick up a camera and record them doing homeless shit? Not in a mean way, but they're just doing homeless shit. They just prop the camera up and they show you eating at a food banquet and telling people thank you or doing odd jobs. Don't y'all think that's kind of strange? And then you see all these well bodies, or because some people they really going through things and they're homeless, right? They pick up a camera and complain about it. I'm probably going to go and pull out that homeless man that I seen on TikTok with like one leg. And he props up the camera and he shows, him having conversations with people, eating dinner, meeting, going to like the little soup kitchens and eating meals with people and just having a good time and laughing. I think he only got like maybe like 2K people subscribing to his channel. I'm gonna find his channel. I don't know the name of it, but I did run across it one day, and he got like 2K subscribers. And I'm like, damn, not once did he complain. You see people that they do food pantries because they really don't have the income, and they just be fucking thankful for getting whatever. But this woman right here actually got upset with her subscribers. All because, of the other mothers, other people in the past, they can catch a little attitude. Jazz had a whole meltdown. Somebody said that they bought all this stuff and they didn't buy it. And so this is all the stuff I need. Y'all see that meltdown? You see Sky. Oh my gosh. I called and they tell me I have to call every week so I can stay on the list. And and, and my sister, she kicked us out and I bought all that food. You wasn't grateful. Y'all entitled. And that's the reason why you're gonna have Cherise coming on here with her eviction notices or her, warnings talking about, hey, I paid this bill before, the 15th, or the sheriff's gonna knock on your door and give you a warrant, give you a subpoena. She rather get that type of information to prove to y'all than actually saying, y'all, I got a grind, but y'all gonna come with me. I'm gonna make these videos. It's like, girl, y'all, this life is life, and she can't do that. But she can show y'all eviction letter, one of those ones. I like to call them pink slips. But yeah, that's our new life, y'all. Welcome, welcome, Simple Sheree. You are going to be on my shit list for a while, all because you're using your kid as your excuse of for some odd reason not managing your money, and you're still taking you trying to pull on people's heartstrings. That's disgusting to me. Your subscribers, and I'm going to only think and assume that that's not always the case. I'm always assume that somebody got it worse than me. So how dare I'm going to sit here and tell them that they should feel sorry for me because I'm going to go homeless while their ass is already homeless, eating from trash cans. Their kids have to literally go to school to have a meal. Well, who am I? Who are you to do that? But you want somebody to give you something. I'm going to tell them, and same thing as Sky. I'm going to tell the people we're going to sleep in the car. Somebody in her chat was like, me and my kids, we're sleeping in the car right now. Oh, well, that's good. Well, I hope something better gets to you, but what about me? Me and my 6 kids are sleeping in the car. Just entitled. And sometimes you got to crush them before they even, start producing. more and more. Um, and when I saw her, I was like, shit, congratulations, Dudu. You made it. And I hope you can make. Now she just hit 1,000 subscribers. Now she's 4K, and I will never knock somebody for their personal achievements, you know. But congratulations! I hope you get monetized, and I hope this will be your last and time showing somebody eviction or a warning that you haven't paid your rent, because times is hard for everybody. Times just don't say. We don't have a lottery for everybody to get hard times. And today you was pulled. No, we all have hard times. Somebody right now is complaining that they could not take they couldn't afford to take their second vacation this year. Somebody right now really pissed off. Man, I can't afford a second vacation this year. Yeah. Somebody right now can't afford their medicine. Somebody right now can't afford to buy the cheapest meat that's in the store. Somebody right now can't afford to wash their clothes. Somebody right now can't afford to even put something on their light bill, and their light bill might be turned off. So don't come on here crying, and you wasn't even crying. That was just a tickle for me. That tickled me right there. Like, man, you coming on here bold? Hey guys, I I can't. I this is the second day of the month, and I haven't paid my rent. But you went out to dinner. You literally posted a vlog that you going out to dinner, but you telling people you can't afford your rent. What, that money they gave you in cash out, that was your dinner? Just saying. But I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. I am done. I think it's amazing how people are just being the new e-beggars. That got to be the life. That has to be the life. Just to be bold and show the world, hey, look, y'all thought I was lying. Nobody don't go that far. I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. I gotta pick up my kids. All right, bye bye.